Good morning, everybody. We are back. Sure we got everything set up properly here. Fingers crossed that Karen will be working today. I actually like hearing the chat. So as you can see, we are here at Fuji and it is raining. Igor, Chimp, how's it going, fellas? It is the Amateur League, going to start in about 6 minutes, and then Pro will be in an hour. Let me go back here, check these messages, because definitely want to make sure. Oops. That I know how to spell things. Devious nose. There we go. Hey, Sir Badger. You got a few minutes yet? Yeah, we'll wait for you to get back in. And we need to start eliminating some of these guys. Kind of good. I am still behind on updating Sim League Pro for last week, which I will get to that right after the races are over. And the track is currently wet, so we're going to want some different tires. Hopefully, my wheel doesn't give me any fits. The force feedback is cut out on it. Hey Jim, devious. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Whoever's behind me get out here in that store. Definitely slowing him down. Hey, Slow Aim is here. Jay is here. How's it going, guys? Apparently my Karen doesn't want to work, ever. With my force feedback not working, it is a little awkward. And these little slides, I'm going to have to feel, or I can't feel them, I'm going to have to see it. was a little slippery coming out of there. Should probably get my radar on. I keep shifting down into first on that one. And I think it's going to be enough practice. Go back and make sure that everybody is in. Yeah, I tried that a couple of times. I unplugged the power. Let me get off the track here. Alright. Who we got on the track? Oops, wrong button. Yeah, perfect timing. Doing a little drifting. I've had this wheel for 6 months, and after learning with lead, I turned it up to 10. And it gave me this issue, so I turned it down to 8, and I haven't had any issues with it since. And the wheel and the pedals are still working, so I can still drive. Alright, let's make sure that these couple of guys have gotten back into it. Neighbor Curry doesn't look like Sarek's gonna make it. I did message him. Are we missing anyone? Hey, Deeptha, how's it going? I need to get some more of you guys on my channel as mods. I was thinking that's a nice Burger King livery. 9:01, I'm going to give it just another few minutes. Yep, Devious just said be right back. So once Devious is ready, I think we'll be ready to go. We'll have a look at the weather. We're going to be qualifying on wet. Is Johnny not joining? Johnny's in. He's on P8 right now. Yeah, so looks like we might be qualifying in the rain. Too much coffee or not enough? I'm pretty full up on coffee. Alright, if everybody's ready, let's do this. I've been excited for this track all season. And then, I forget who it was, they reminded me that it was in the wet, and I was like, oh crap. Yeah, lots of rain. Slow aim is on, I believe. On the SLP. Oops. Wrong button again. Well, I could have done it right there too. Alright. So, this is what, race 7 on our season? As we are getting ready to go to my favorite track, Fuji International. Hopefully I do good. Oh, no. Don't be weird. My wheel's being weird. Gonna wait. Let a couple of these guys go out ahead of me. Got a couple of guys using full wet tires. Most of us are going to try the intermediates. Alright, we're going. Curry is on soft. Good luck with that. Hopefully it doesn't change my camera view again. Yep, I don't know why it keeps doing that. So we do have a slightly wet track. We should see some at least decent qualifying times. So running way too wide there. Looks like we got, yep, Devious out ahead of us. Let's see if I can check the weather. Got a little bit of dry here, but more rain is coming. Very good chance we're going to be looking at some rain to start the race. Like Slow Aim got himself a penalty for crossing the pit line. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know where he went. There he is. Okay, I don't know what that one was. Here we go. He was probably thinking I was trying to get on his right side. Oh, and he left. No feedback at all there as I'm going around these corners. Yes, thanks Deep for sharing everybody's channels. Since I seem to be lacking on how many mods I have. I know I'm not the best YouTuber. If I ever work less than 1,000 hours a day, maybe I'll get good at it. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Actual lap. Wasn't a very good final corner, so I'm going to be lacking some speed here. Devious' Viper just driving straight away from me. As he drives himself straight off the track there. Viper can be a handful. So can this Ferrari. That was not a good turn. Whoa. Ah. I messed that one all up. Alright, go ahead. Do I have time? Probably not. I'm not gonna get in enough for a pit and try. Pushing it. See if I can get a quick lap out here. Hey, Hot Rod, how's it going? Stop changing my camera. And it's devious again. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to get just enough time for one more lap on these soft tires. Hopefully I can make it a fast one. Slide by devious here at some point. Hopefully they try to overshoot that one. My bad. Whoa. Oh no, devious, we didn't make it. We're still good. Oh, really, you're gonna give me a penalty? So it looks like we got Curry with the 141.0, taking P1 so far. That was terrible, as I'm not looking at the screen. That's some 42. Definitely some different lap times with a half wet. Gonna improve my time with the penalty? I did. I'm not gonna do one more. That's good enough. So currently, let's see if anybody's out on track yet. Curry in P1, Rennie to P2 at a 42.1. Oh, I moved up into P3. See, neighbor is real close to me. He might beat that time. He's still on track. Let's go have a look. Oh, Sir Badger just beat me. I don't worry about it, Davies. I never worry about it. Irish, how's it going? Hey, Dano's here. Morning, Dano. Is Johnny switching cars? Where's Johnny? Shame on Johnny. So I didn't think this would be an actual issue when we talked about this before the season. But I don't actually have a penalty assigned for those that don't use the right car. Which we also talked about you not using the new Porsche, and a lot of guys use that one. We did have the discussion about... Oh, man. Oh, no. Using a manufacturer rather than just a single make. So you could pick Porsche or Ferrari or Mercedes. Yeah, public shaming. Let's go shame Johnny over on his stream. So I'm not sure why Sloane backed out. He could have raced. Alright. Yeah, let's have one more look at that weather. Because there was a lot of heavy rain, and then it starts clearing up. This isn't the greatest weather map. I think we're going to try and start on the softs. The track should be a little dry. Okay. And away we go. So I think you'll be fine on soft tires right now. With the weather radar, the darker colors are the more rain. Yellow, very bad. Oh, see, and we're seeing some sprinkles here. We got a half wet track. I might be screwed. Just gonna turn that up for funsies. Why does it keep changing my camera view? Everybody being a little cautious going into one. That's good to see. Sorry, Johnny. Didn't mean to clip you there. Starting on these soft tires may not have been a great idea. I need my radar on, but I also need my weather radar on. Well, it looks like Curry has gone off. Forza's finding his way past me as I'm struggling to find room past Johnny. Yikes. I'll focus on, whoa. A little domino effect there. Looks like we may have all lived through lap 1. Let's go see what that radar's like. Okay, so fingers crossed this track is going to dry out for me. Sure how many of the drivers out here decided to go with the soft tires, or if some of us are actually on the intermediates. Oh, devious. Oh, I hope I didn't run you wide. Just trying to make sure you had room. Kind of tricky trying to drive clean and find some space. Here we go. Hey, Remy. A little tight there. Didn't have the speed coming out of the corner because of the weird angle. Suck up to your bumper. Give you a little bump draft here. Make sure I can see the braking marker. Snuck in underneath him. I'm sure he let off a little bit there for me. I'm going to be a little more aggressive on this track than I normally am because this is my track. Almost cut that corner. Don't do that. Looks like we got a neighbor way out in the lead. A clean air early on, not getting backed up in traffic definitely helps. Kind of a rare sight to see me up in a P3 spot, especially during our leagues. I don't normally do that good against these guys. Looks like we got Johnny in 4th. Nope, Curry in 4th. Oops, shifted early. Oh, sorry, Frank. I came in hot. My bad. Need to focus a little more on the road and less on the what I'm trying to say. Can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. I have my flashers on. They've been on this whole time. Oh. I just saw a neighbor's car out ahead of us. He's not terribly far ahead. I'd go way too wide there. I'd lose my advantage of being able to draft. Need to catch up to Forza here a little bit. If I can get close enough to him. Might actually have a chance for P2 here. Help bump draft him. Get close to P1. Whoa. I almost forgot to slow down on that turn. So, no rain currently coming our way. We're looking pretty good there. Close the gap pretty good there on Forza. Definitely be able to get some draft off of him on the front straight this time. Yeah. Not doing terrible. Does appear we're catching up a little bit to neighbor. As I get a 40.5, something I couldn't do in practice all morning. I think my best strategy right now is to just try and follow Frank around, and hopefully he can help me have a better line. Whoa, not like that. I definitely think I have the speed over him there going into that chicane. Which means this whole final section is where I want to set up a pass. Make sure I get myself in good position. Kind of like that right there. If I can suck up to the draft enough, I can get past him going into turn one. Except for I missed my shift. Maybe we'll try that next lap. Alright, we got 6 laps complete, over a half a tank left. So with no rain, we're going to be looking at pitting on lap 12. How terrible would that be if we go through all that practice and then it doesn't actually rain during the race? Don't spin. That was almost bad. I just noticed I currently have the fastest lap. It's only because I was getting good draft from Ferrari. Whoa. Gotta be better with shifting. Tried to turn in too early. Forza, he's pulling away from me just a little bit. I'm going to close the gap going into that chicane. Tires about half gone. Oh, still no sign of rain. Still no force feedback on my wheel. This 458 gets into that corner really well. There's such big brakes on this car. Faster than him going into this corner. Should I attempt it? He's going to protect the inside. See, that's a proper race block. Instead of actually swerving and blocking me, he owns the lane that I want to be in, knowing that I won't be able to make a move on him. Kind of cooked that last corner again. That's where he keeps beating me. And you're officially halfway through the race. Normally on this track I don't shift into 6th gear on that front straight, but I've also been doing it to try and save fuel a little bit. Try and get caught back up to Frank here, as he's definitely been just outpacing me this entire time. There's a few corners where I've been better at him. He's going to end up figuring them out as this race goes on. Most of the other corners, he is better than me. So it's going to be very tough to get past him. Looks like he is getting ready to go into the pit. I kind of want to follow him, but it's too late. As we have a rain cloud coming. So I kind of want to see what that rain cloud is going to do before I decide to pit. So currently Forza is on the soft tires. If he comes out on the softs and it starts raining again, he might be in trouble. Kind of hoping that rain misses us. Which means I need to drag it out for at least one more lap after this. I hope my tires hold out. And Neighbor is still out there, so I'm going to stay out. He has definitely built up quite a lead over me. That rain cloud may or may not hit. Looks like I'm going to have to make a decision on this lap. Currently, the best idea would be to stay on soft tires. Looks like we got Johnny into the pit. Made that corner very terribly. Alright, we are going for soft tires. Hopefully that is not going to make me have a bad race for the end of it. see what's been going in the chats. It's my Karen bot that hates me. Alright, now make sure not to get too much fuel. I don't want to waste my time in the pits getting more gas than I need, which is that little diamond right there. And Forza is beating me. Well, he is out ahead of me a little bit. I do have the advantage of fresher tires. At this point, if it doesn't rain, and I can get caught back up to him. Nope, we're about to hit some rain. I might actually have a chance at P2 here. There comes the rain, as I make that corner way too wide. I knew better. Alright, well, I did practice this. I'm gonna get kind of some dark clouds here. So we're definitely gonna have a wet track. So in this wet, am I going to be able to hold on these soft tires? Or we're going to have to make an emergency stop for some intermediate tires. Yeah, it does look like quite a bit of rain coming this way. If Forza pits, I will definitely pit. If he stays out, we're going to have to roll the dice. It's already affecting both of us. Oh, he's going in, isn't he? I'm going in. Whoa. Perfect. I planned it like that. Go, go, go. That was terrible. Just gonna get a little splash of fuel. I'm burning up more gas than I anticipated. Yep. Good news is, I think that Frank also got that penalty, so I'm quite a bit behind him. Struggling to find some grip even with the wet tires. Got a yellow flag ahead of us. Did neighbor wreck? Did he try to stay out on the softs? Is that just a yellow flag because we're almost sliding everywhere? Alright, big penalty time. Yep, neighbor had to go in. Oh, if I can get caught back up to Forza, I might actually win a race. We're both struggling a little bit here in the rain. And why I shifted into fifth. We got a guy lapping. It's Sir Badger. Oh, I want to push the corners, but I keep getting loose. Alright, 2 laps to go. I've caught. Not good. Caught up to Forza. Going on your right. Can I take the lead? And then I overshoot. Get that radar back on. Got a little too greedy on that one. Couldn't maintain the turn. Whoa. Whoa, not good. Not good. Not good. Coming up on just over 1 lap to go. I need to hunker down and focus. Wheel spin. Alright, let's try this again without braking too late. Oh, we're neck and neck coming to the line. Oh, 1 lap to go. Oh, this is fantastic. Spun my tires a little bit coming out of the corner. Looks like we got Curry not too far behind either. sliding everywhere. Just had to go heavy rain right at the end of it, didn't it? Turn car. Not too much. No, no. Oh, I knew it. Don't do it again. Curry must have slid out too. He fell back. Well, there it was. My chance at winning a race this season. But a P2. That's pretty good. Oh, what a race. Dude, Forza, I can't believe it. Right at the end, I lost it. Just too much water under the tires. Oh, that was a fun race. Definitely. Yeah, and I could just feel that water under the tires getting too thick right at the end. Last half lap, really struggling just to keep it straight. I think we all kind of had a little bit of an issue with it, as Forza and Curry fell back a bit. But then I spun out and ruined it. And coming up here in just a few, we are going to have our Pro League race. Oh, it was so close. So close. I'm going to blame that my force feedback wasn't working, so it threw me off. Because, you know, every time you lose, you got to have an excuse. But hey, P2, and I got the fastest lap. That's pretty good. I'm happy about that. So, real quick, go to our results, take a screenshot of that, because we're going to need that for later. And our replay. Alright, we'll give that a minute as I take myself a quick human pit stop. I shall be right back. returned. So, we have just a few minutes before qualifying actually starts. Put this on, see where drivers are. Let these guys get in a few laps. Oh, that was definitely an exciting race. Such a shame I lost it that close to the end. Definitely did good enough to keep myself up front. I'm going to want to watch the replay of that one a few times. That was enjoyable. And hi to George. We haven't seen you in here before, so welcome to the channel. As we are about to start up our Pro League race. I know Knight Rider Jim said he wasn't going to make it. He's got a hockey tournament. Let's see who we got in here. We got a Dano. I'm tempted to race this one just to have some more cars on track. So do we want to reset the lobby? If we have to, then everybody's going to have to rejoin. We can definitely do that. Actually, do I have to reset the lobby, or can I just do this? Let me warn everybody first. That's not how you spell words in English. So let's go to here, and there's something. Let's do that, and then that should reset the weather. So it looks like we were missing quite a few of our pro drivers this week. 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers. Dano just left. Dano, are you out there? Are you racing today? Definitely want to have more than 4 drivers on the track. Wish you could actually just make it that time. So, coming up on current time, it looks like it should be starting kind of dry, maybe. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, so on the bottom right you can see the weather kind of moving slowly, so it looks like the track might be drying out. Yeah, I totally had it and got loose in a puddle. And that corner too has always been like my worst corner of this whole track. Dano's coming back. I was really hoping he was going to be racing. Maybe Nielsen or Forza, do you guys want to come back and just help fill out the lobby a little bit? I wouldn't mind racing Fuji again. I think because we do have such a low driver count that a few of us will jump in. But for any of us, like me and Devious, if we are anywhere near the pros, we should definitely back off and stay out of their way. My headset keeps trying to fall off. Okay. Curry, do you want to go again? You're sitting there. You're pretty quick. You can keep up with some of these guys. Wasn't? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Missing quite a few of our pro drivers this week. Dano, are you coming back at all before we fire this up? Because I think we're just going to fire this up. You got a minute while I grab me some new coffee, and then we're going to go. See if I'm good enough to keep up with the pros. Definitely not. Okay. So for Rowicki, Thor, Rocco, and Nielsen, it's going to be a 4-man race. Just watch out for me and Devious on the track. We're going to be some wild cards. Okay, I did not bother to check the weather. Am I on the wrong tires? Windshield wipers are going, so that's not a good sign. It's like the rain is moving off. of our pro drivers get a good lead on me here, that way I don't interfere their qualifying. Looks like Devious is following me out, so let's see if I can do a halfway decent lap. Soft tires on a half-wet track. I'm sure with as fast as these guys are, they're going to be ahead of us on the qualifying, so we'll be starting in the back. I'll make sure to definitely not try to pass anybody. Just have a little one-on-one in the back with Devious. Looks like we got our pro drivers coming up to the line, setting their first lap times. Store comes across the line, he's got a 40.8. Wiki with a 40.5. Rocco with a 41.1. And Nielsen has a 41.8. See how slow I am here. It's going to be a 42.8. Turn too late there. Now, I would really like to know the thought process of the person that said, we're going to have these section times pop up right before you enter a corner. know I'm going into a corner, so I can't look at it. Yeah, messed up that turn. Wow, I was doing better just in practice on my last race. Looks like our pro drivers are getting into the 39s, which I did twice. Hey Johnny, how's it going? Doing that whole texting and driving thing. Got some cars coming out of the pit. Oh, I forgot to shift. Early on that one. Come on, no penalty. Looks like I will have time for one more lap after this one. See how fast I can be with Wiki leaving me a line to follow. And I keep getting way too wide on that last corner. Yeah, it looks like Wiki was trying to follow him and he backed out. I know we can do a whole second better. That wasn't too shabby. Oh, Seb made it. We might have to restart. Well, not the qualifying, but reorder. I'm going to answer him after this lap is over. this lap is over. Brilliant. So, Seb and Slow Aimer here, we can add them. Yeah, Crispy isn't here. Crispy says, give me 10 minutes. Where's my controller? It's a lot easier to type this out of my controller. Ooh, what happened? Oh, that was the end of qualifying. So Slow Aim, give me just a minute. I'm going to take these results here. That's not what I want to do. But I will reset it with the qualifying, so we can get you in. You will just be towards the end of the list. And then Crispy and Seb should also be able to get in at that point. Yes. Pace car beat you. I wasn't too shabby of a lap, but I know I can do much better. Okay, so let's go here. We're going to go to pictures, so I make sure I know what order everybody's in. There's only 4 people to put in the order. It's going to be Rowicki, Thor, Rocco, and Nielsen. So we're going to do this. And then, no. Put this back to afternoon. Okay, so now alright, wrong one. So, oh, I did it wrong. We're gonna have to do that again. Sorry. Sorry. Can I go voice for a second? You mean like on a... You guys in a chat? No, I don't want to start a party. This is the one from this morning. Oh, he closed it. Alright, so we're gonna do this, because I'm gonna race this one, because it's Fuji, why not? Then we're gonna go to host menu, change grid order, you're first, I think Thor second, yes, Rocco third, Nielsen fourth, so Seb, we're gonna put you ahead of me for right now. Alright, Crispy, if you could run Crispy, we want you in. Jay, we'll see you later. Let's see if we get a cut up on this chat a little bit. Yeah, I just kind of bounce them around there, you know. Gotta keep them on their toes. Crispy buddy, hurry. Work wants help. It's freaking Sunday, and they want me to go to work. It automatically muted. Are you there? Okay, so I'm waiting on Crispy, who said he's going to be in hopefully any minute now. We were done with the amateur race, and there was only 4 guys in. Yes. But yeah, we only had 4 guys for the race, so me and we were gonna just race to fill up the... Yeah. Which I believe is just me and Daniel are the only 2 amateur guys sitting in the lobby. Man, I would really prefer not to reset it like that, but when I only got 4 drivers in the race and a couple guys are showing up 5-10 minutes late, it's kind of better to wait a little bit for them. And Crispy said he's turning on his PlayStation, so he should be here and we should be... Yeah, I know, Thor. I'm sorry. What was that? No, we're gonna list them in... Yeah, so I was just gonna have, because Slow Aim was also not there, so I'm gonna have him, you, Crispy, and Seb starting at the back, so we don't have to requalify. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Oh, it is almost 30 minutes late. Come on, Crispy, hurry. Okay. So as soon as Crispy enters, we're starting. Yeah, no practice for Crispy. Come on, hit that green check mark. Everybody's waiting on you. We got, or at least I got, 12, 13 laps off the soft tires in the dry. For laps, 12 or 13. Alright, I'm going to jump off of here so I can hear the race. Oh, me too. Okay, we're starting on the wrong tires. So sorry about the delayed start. Where am I? I'll let Crispy go ahead so I don't interfere with him. I don't have my radar on. Rocco's off. Slow aim is off. May have made contact in that first corner. Rowiki. Looks like Rocco may have clipped Rowiki. Sorry, Dana. Devious, I was reading. Alright, let's get back on track here. Try and set me some lap times. But Thor is right, we do need to stick more to the schedule. It is a little frustrating when drivers are showing up late. Whoa. Whoa. I lost it too. I'm going to have dirty and wet tires. Turn car. It really does not want to turn. Sorry, slow. Oh, he got loose hitting into the back of me. Looks like he's getting loose on the track. He might be on soft in the wet. Devious is actually maintaining a little bit ahead of me. Hopefully this track is drying out, because I'm definitely on the wrong tires. Gotta stop doing that, on that turn especially. Rocco coming up behind me, and I definitely don't want to slow him down at all. I'm going to pull over here and make sure that Rocco doesn't get slowed down by me. Looks like we got Thor currently in P1. That's why he was so ready to go, because he's kicking butt out there. Stop for a second. Make sure not to say any swear words. I do enough of that at work. I don't need to do it here. Turned in way too early. Not completely losing sight of Rocco here. He is a much faster driver than I am, but that's probably my best track, so it helps a little bit. Seeing some purple times, which is good. Whoop, and then I blow that corner. Because I just have to make that pop up right before you enter that corner. Super distracting. There's Devious. I would definitely say that I am not ready for the Pro League yet. Probably not even ready for an Intermediate League yet. Might be good at an Intermediate League if I get to pick all my favorite tracks. Rocco is starting to get more and more separation here every lap. Definitely a much faster driver. Get better at that final turn. Really cost me a lot of time going into this long straight. Starting to lose sight of Rocco going around these corners now. Probably check and see what the weather is doing here. We're coming up, well, I'm completing almost 6 laps. So I'm trying to spin the car out again. Still got a half a tank of fuel. So no weather so far. Trying to overcook that turn. I think my force feedback is working again. That's nice. Starting to feel some more vibration in the wheel. Took that one way too wide. Get back on the road. So, what, 3.5 seconds behind Rocco here. Too much inside. Don't. Oh, and I lost it. Just barely got my wheels on that grass on the right side, and that was the end of that. Definitely lost sight of Rocco now, so there goes my line to follow. I have to start doing this just all off memory. turn. It's one of my favorite turns right here. If you get it right, that's where I actually end up passing a lot of people. When I am doing a daily race and not getting smoked by these professionals in the open lobby. Looked like we had our first driver going into the pit. Blinked up too fast for me to see who it was. It is Rowicki. He is pitting first. There he is, coming out ahead of us. Definitely far enough behind. You're not going to have to worry about me back here. And there's a little bit of rain on the radar. Looks like he had a penalty over. Hopefully it's not a 3-second penalty for the pit lane cutting. Nope, looks like just a half-second penalty. Get myself far enough out of his way so that I don't interfere with his race at all. Got a yellow flag up there. And now Crispy and Seb are both pitting. I'm going to hold out for at least one more. Even with that half-second penalty, he's still just dominating me up there. There's Seb. I'm going to pull off to the right here so Seb and looks like Crispy can go by me. Slow aim says that he's too slow. There's Rocco. Okay, he's a ways behind me yet, so I don't have to worry about interfering with him. Trying to check my radar here, getting off track before I can see the weather. So we got Nielsen going in. This looks like the same exact rain pattern that we had the last race. I thought it was supposed to be random, but it doesn't look so much. starting to cook all these corners here. Paying too much attention to the radar. That weather cloud really does look like the same exact one that we saw in the amateur race earlier. We got Thor going into the pit stop, making his pit. Which I'm going to have to do, and I need to decide if I want to go with intermediates or softs. Might just go with the softs for now, because if I got out the extra pit, it's not going to really matter. So I'm just out here for fun. So I will risk it with some soft tires. Almost out of fuel. Gonna need quite a bit of gas. And yeah, I thought Slow Aim was going to be riding with us in the AM League. She backed out right before the race started. And that's enough fuel. Fingers crossed that the weather doesn't screw me over. This is the same exact way the weather went last race. If I would have come out on the intermediate tires, I would have cooked my tires for a lap or two before rain starts actually falling. So now I'm wondering if I should just go in right now and throw those on. Maybe I should have just got intermediate tires last time. But like I said, it doesn't really truly matter. Almost went with the mediums. That would have been the wrong tire. We're just going to go down refuel. I should have enough gas. And Devious is staying out. I'm not sure which tires he picked. Maybe we'll have a close little battle between the two of us. A little bit of a lead out of the pit. Looks like Thor is definitely going back in. Ruiki is going in. They're going to get on the intermediates. Seb stayed out. Seb is brave. Crispy did go in. All of them coming out on the intermediate tires. Seb is definitely going to have to hold on to it for one lap if he wants to maintain. With more rain coming. somebody spinning out on track way back there. Looks like that may have been Nielsen. We've got a couple of cars spinning on the track. That's got to be Seb. The brave few that stayed on their soft tires. Still cooking some of these turns. Still hard to find grip even with the intermediate tires on. We got a long yellow flag in front of us. It's like Seb is probably on the soft tires. He can't get around the track. Nielsen going in. Don't worry, Seb. You're still looking at a P6 currently. So mine and Devis's placement won't count. I'll let you go because you're actually racing, I'm not. Another yellow flag. So we have more struggles in the rain. We got another driver off. That would be Rocco. Going out on the penultimate turn. Get my radar on. I don't really need to see much of the weather. Alright, come down to the last 2 laps. I think I am actually going to back out of this. We're going to take a peek at Thor, who is currently leading over Wiki. Let's see if Wiki's got anything coming up on the end of the race here. Get off my screen. Go on board with him. Hey, Fuel, how's it going? It's not very often you don't see Roiki in the lead. Thor has definitely been dominating this race. So we come up on Rocco coming out of the pit. Looks like he is slowing down. Make sure he doesn't interfere there. This last lap, can Ruiki get there? Will Thor make any mistakes? like we have Crispy and... I don't know who's racing next to Crispy there. That's Seb and Rocco. They're both a lap down from the looks of it. Will Rocco get him? Go back up here as they cross the line, and then we'll go back. Going into the chicane. Looks like Thor has a decent-sized lead here. The only way he's not going to win this one is if he does what I did. Looks like Ruiki closed the gap just a little bit, but not going to be enough here. Pushing the final straight. Thor coming up to the line. He's going to take P1. Congratulations to Thor. Sorry about the delayed start, but looks like it was worth the wait. And then we got Seb and Rocco coming to the line here. They're going to be a lap down. So Rocco finishing 6th, Seb in 7th. And then we're going to have Crispy in 3rd. Which they're not in 6th or 7th because Devious and I don't count. But we do have a Nielsen in 4th. That's going to give Rocco a 5th overall and Seb a 6th place finish. So great job to Thor winning in the rain. What a tough track. This place can be tough enough when it's dry out. Next Sunday we're going to the NERB. Got Nuremberg GP coming up next week. And we can always rerun it for funsies. And Daniel across the line. Sliding across the line. Is the GP? I think that is a rain race, I believe. So, real quick, we're going to take a screenshot of this, which we don't need to worry about me or Devious. Good job, Devious, holding it. That button. And then we're going to go to replay, save this guy. There we go. Yeah, we'll get our rain races out of the way, and then the rest of the season will be dry. Yeah, it looked like Rocco didn't get on the right tires in time. Looked like him and Seb were spinning out on the track, which is always the downside of the rain. Nielsen, Crispy, why? Oh, he's asking him why rerun it. Yeah, we're probably not going to be rerunning this one. Yeah, there's definitely not enough pros. But we are definitely trying to always get more people in. I'm always recruiting, always trying to find new drivers. But the season will carry on. We don't want to try and backtrack at this point. But essentially, they did have a chance. They had a chance to show up on time. And we definitely don't want to take a win away from Thor. He did a great job today, so it just kind of is what it is. We're going to keep looking for more drivers, keep trying to get this thing to grow. Johnny's coming up on 1,000 subscribers, and we do have people like Forza and Rocco and Crispy. All these different guys streaming are definitely advertising, so fingers crossed it'll get better. I think penalty-wise, we actually survived pretty good this week. I didn't think there was any too major incidents. We will return next week with another race at Nürburgring GP. I will be there in my Ferrari, and as always, race long and prosper. We will see you guys next time.